Hey there, it's Christina, and I realized as I was getting dinner ready that I'm actually using quite a few of my favorite Pampered Chef products. So I thought, why not go live and show you a couple things while I'm doing that. So I'm using a slow cooker recipe, but I'm actually doing it in my quick cooker, which is our pressure cooker. 16 functions, one of them being slow cook. So you don't always have to use it on pressure cooking mode. It has steam, it has proofing bread. You can do soup, stews, chilies, fish, seafood, soup stocks, beans without having to rinse them, white rice, brown rice. You can do desserts, you can do a whole bunch of stuff. So today I'm going to do the slow cooker method. One thing that's cool about it is that a lot of recipes for slow cookers will actually call for you to brown the chicken or brown the roast, sear it on the stove first. So in a lot of cases, you're going to be dirtying two pans. So with this, I can just set it to sear, which is the first option when I turn the dial, and press start. And that's going to start heating the inner pot, the stainless pot. So I'm going to let that kind of heat up a second. And then I already seasoned the chicken. I have right here, I had some paprika on there, some dried thyme, dried basil. I actually used the sweet basil rub by Pampered Chef for that. And some salt and pepper, of course, and garlic. So that all just kind of got sprinkled on top there. And so now I'm going to go ahead and sear that. So the recipe I'm using calls for a tablespoon of olive oil. So I'm just going to eyeball that. One thing that I've noticed, I've only used the Instant Pot one time, but the same recipe that I've done, which was corn, the pot itself took forever to heat up. Like I can already hear mine. I don't know if you can hear it, just adding the oil. It's already kind of like crackling. So I'm going to kind of just move that around a little bit. And I'm just going to add the chicken on there so that it can start to brown. And while the chicken's browning, I'm going to cut up my mushrooms. There we go. Get this dirty cutting board out of the way. While that's doing its thing, I'm going to use the quick slice. So the quick slice is great for doing zucchini planks, for slicing butter, slicing a can of cranberry sauce for Thanksgiving, for slicing mushrooms, slicing tomatoes, cucumbers, anything that you would want. It's great for bell peppers, anything you'd want sliced. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take the whole mushroom here and just put a couple on here. Got about 3. And then in a rocking motion, I'm just going to rock, and then it's sliced all my mushrooms all at one time. So I'm just going to repeat that process over and over until I have all my mushrooms sliced. So you don't have to be perfect. You can kind of line them up however you want. Again, just super easy to slice that. This is great if you're doing fajitas. You can do a lot of like peppers at the same time. I use it for if I'm making like a caprese salad with the fresh mozzarella. I like to use that for this. Super easy. Now I have to make a confession. I actually don't like mushrooms, but my husband does. So I put them in there, and I like the flavor. So kind of gives him what he wants, and then I can work around it. But I do like the flavor that it has. So again, that's the quick slice. Mushrooms are already done. All right. So the chicken seems like it's going pretty good here. I'm going to measure out my Marsala wine. I have a dry Marsala. I like to use a dry versus a sweet personally. This recipe calls for a cup. I'm using the Easy Read measuring cups. If you like this style, be sure to get it now because we are going to be restyling them. I'm excited to see what they've done with that. It's going to be kind of hard to see here, but the measurements are right along here, so you don't have to hold the measuring cup up when you're measuring that. So I'm going to grab some chicken broth real quick because it calls for a half of a cup. So I'm just going to add the rest of that in here. Should be really good. All right. So I'm going to check my chicken. I know you can't see it or smell it, but it smells so good and it's already brown. So I've got it browned on the one side. So now all I have to do is dump in the mushrooms on top. And then the Marsala wine. And that's just going to kind of help deglaze any of the bits on the bottom there. All right, that's done. So, oh my gosh, that already smells so good. All right, so now I'm going to hit cancel because that turns off the searing. I'm going to put the lid on. And then now I'm going to turn the dial to slow cook. And then I want to adjust the time. I'm going to go 5 hours. So I just hit time and bump it up to 5 and press start. So now that's just going to hang out all day or the rest of the afternoon and get all happy. I haven't decided if I'm going to serve it with mashed potatoes, rice, or pasta. I think I have a rotini pasta, which isn't traditional, but that's what I have. So that's probably what we'll use. So thanks for watching.